We'll start by taking a sphere, change this into a polygon. Let's increase the radius. Now we'll take a poly extrude, change this to individual elements, increase the distance. Okay, so let me just pull up a reference very quickly. So how are we going to achieve this is that we'll take this sphere and extrude these faces individually to mimic these tentacles. Increase the distance, increase the divisions. We're going to use the extrusion tab and check this so that we can tamper with the scale of the head of these tentacle thingies. Let's move to the adjacent tab, which is spine control. Scroll down to thickness and we'll use the thickness ramp. Adjust it like so, and we can control the shape of this neck of these tentacles. Now we have the basic shape, so let's subdivide this. Subdivide, depth to 3. You can really go with whatever value deems fit for you, because the end goal is to achieve the look. It's starting to resemble our reference image. Let's add in some noise now. So we'll take an attribute noise node. We don't need color. We'll be using position. Change the noise type. I'm just doing some trial and error to get the desired look. So whatever values fit well, I'm just using them. Just a lot of experimenting here. I'm not an expert. You can use whichever noise type you feel looks good here. Let's add one more subdivide to soften these heads. And we'll also add another noise node. This is completely optional. I'm just going with whatever looks good to me. We'll use a different noise type. And there it is. A simple, quick way to make coronavirus. Now, to jazz things up a bit, we'll animate these tentacle looking thingies from the poly extrude node. We'll just make this 0 in the first frames, and I'll click it to key it, and then you can just key the distance to whatever value or height at any frame you like, and then it looks like the tentacles are sticking out. And that is it. Okay, so before I end this video, let me just walk you through an old file. So this is an old file I made almost 2 years ago. So it's all the same nodes, and I used a mountain node for noise here because this is an old file. Now this is an attribute noise node in the latest versions. It has the same icon if you type in mountain node, and it just shows up an attribute noise node with some different values. So I just used an attribute noise node with some different values. As I said, it's all about experimenting. And I also added a material node and a UV texture node. So I just used a random bump map from some textures from a different project I had. So really it's just about the look and feel, so you can experiment here a lot. So after doing all that jazz, we will have something that looks like this coronavirus looking floating bacteria-ish fungi kind of a thing. Let me also show you a few flipbooks I took from these, so you can do something fun like this, animate the tentacles or even the noise if that suits you best. You can animate the offset by frame or even time as you like it. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. Tell me what you guys want to see further on this channel. Do you guys want me to make more of these short video content or some more absolute beginner stuff?
I know I haven't been very consistent on this channel. That's because I have been a bit tied up with a few things in my personal life.
And because life just happens, c'est la vie. That's how it is. And then you contemplate life, and then you spiral down into a rabbit hole. So all these things happen. That's why I haven't been very consistent on this channel. But guys, let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I'll try my best to be as consistent as possible to put up videos more often than I used to. And please also keep checking my Instagram.
Also guys, if I want to share any of these project files, I will be sharing them on my website, which is this, and I put up the link in the description too, so please do check that.
So that's it. Keep Houdiniing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.